during the first 5, maybe even 10 minutes of reading a book chapter, unless you are absolutely enthralled from the first word, or you are intensely curious what the material in that book chapter is, right? Maybe that book chapter is about you and what's going to happen to you next in your life. Maybe the news article is about something that you care so much about. But unless it's one of those specific instances, it's going to be about 5 or 10 minutes before the neural circuits in your brain that are required to understand and digest and commit that material to memory are going to come online at the levels of activity that are going to be required for you to experience that as intense focus or even as mild focus, because the activity of the brain is always going to be in a push-pull. This is extremely important for understanding task switching. When you go from one task, and maybe the task was simply to walk over to where the book is located, to focusing on the material within that book, you have to both engage activity within certain neural circuits, and you need to disengage the activity of other neural circuits. Now, sometimes this is referred to as inhibition of certain neural circuits. Other times it's just going to be a dissipation of activity of those neural circuits. They're just going to quiet down, like a dimming of the lights in a particular room, while the activity of other neural circuits increases. Okay, so the first thing that you really need to understand if you want to get better at task switching is that you cannot and you should not expect yourself to immediately drop into a narrow trench of focus or a narrow trench of ability for anything that you're not already extremely skilled at or extremely interested in knowing. Okay, one of the reasons why this is often overlooked is that, for instance, if we receive a text message from somebody and we are very interested in what's contained in that text message, maybe even eagerly anticipating the ... in that little window where the text message is going to arrive, like here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. It's an example of where you are able to immediately pay attention and absorb information. For instance, if you're trying to meet somebody in a big city and you need to know exactly where to meet them and you've arrived at the place where you thought you need to be and then you can't find them and you're waiting, where are you? And you're going to commit that information to memory and you're going to act on it.